Hi, my name's Brad, and before I start this testimonial for ANR Clinic, I just wanted to say the most important thing with any addiction is that you're doing it 100% for yourself and only yourself, and that will get you going in the right direction. I found ANR actually just by Google search one day. I've been through the ringer with opiates from growing up in the boom in the early 2000s to being prescribed them legally from a fall due to a seizure and continued seizure issues, 5 to 7 years of prescribed opiates, and then doctor leaving town and having to go to the streets and Suboxone, one treatment center, and really the treatment centers, they're all kind of the same. You go in there, you think you're going to end up coming out of there clean, new life, all this stuff. Well, you're really just substituting one opioid for another. And when I searched for ANR, I was looking for a way to get off opiates without having to suffer through the withdrawal period, because I did have a good job, or I do have a good job, and I didn't want to have to worry about that piece of it. So I was looking for the quickest way to get clean without it affecting my daily life as much as possible. And so I just kind of Google search rapid detox or getting off opiates with no withdrawal, and ANR was the one that popped up, and started reading about it, and I was like, man, this sounds pretty interesting. You know, that some of the testimonials they had that I had listened to, and it was all just like almost unbelievable, to be honest, like what they said that they can do. And so at that point I called. I dealt with Maria most of the time prior to my consultation with Robert. She was amazing, so nice, so helpful, always answered any questions I had or put me in touch with the people who I needed, who would have the answers, so on and so forth. And then I had the consultation with Robert. He was great, gave me all the info about the procedure, what to expect, and the next steps moving forward, which obviously the big question is financial. They offer multiple programs at decent interest rates to get you in the door and making monthly payments on it. Really, what's the price a month to get your life back? There really isn't one. So I approached it in that manner. It really didn't matter a cost at that point. That day when I Googled, how to get off opiates with no withdrawal, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. The classic cliche line of any addict or anything, any place you go will say that, but it is 100% true. And you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and that's when you know you're ready. And I knew I was ready. And so I went through all the consultation, did all the stuff, did the loan. It was all so easy. It was so easy. And they tell you exactly what to do. I got approved for the loan, and then we booked the appointment in Punta Gorda, and that's where we stayed for the weekend, where I went to the hospital in that general area, had my procedure done by Dr. Kabemba, who was amazing, such a kind-hearted man. He just super down to earth, and everything was top notch. The facility is a quieter hospital, and so it was just very quiet, and you go in 6 hours, you recover, and then you're out of there. I mean, in a nutshell, after countless years of just in and out of opiate abuse and being locked down, I mean, I was back to work in 7 days with nothing in my system after 10 plus years. I mean, it sounds crazy, and it is kind of crazy, but I mean, 2 days after the operation, I was swimming in a pool at the hotel, and you feel not great, but it's nothing compared to the withdrawals. that you would be at, like, just the onset of what you would be facing. You're already through that. Your system's completely purged of everything, and now it's just focusing on recovery. Literally in 6 to 7 hours, that was it. A night in the hospital, back to the hotel, and then it's focusing on just getting better, and every day gets easier and easier and easier. So after you get done with your procedure, you get back to the hospital, and I had John and Molly, who were checking on me regularly every day for the first couple weeks. Pretty much they were just making sure you were following the regimen, doing everything you needed to do, keeping a clear head, focusing on yourself. And it's just crazy with the naltrexone and what they do. It's you really, it's like you feel a little bad, but it's totally manageable. It's just like you're a little sick. But I mean, I went in on a Friday or Saturday, and I was back to work on Wednesday or Thursday the following week with nothing in my system. But it was just amazing. It was, like I said, it's almost unbelievable what they're able to do there. And if you follow what they say and do the treatment and the medicine they tell you, you come out on nothing, as opposed to any treatment center. You're going to come out addicted to Suboxone or some other, now they have injections, whatever it might be. But with ANR, you come out with 100% clean body, mind, and every day your mind and body gets clearer, stronger. Now I'm surfing all the time, diving, fishing, actually enjoying all the stuff I used to love to do. It's like being a teenager all over again. But yeah, just so much to say, because it truly was way more than what I expected. It was amazing. From the call to Maria, from the Google search, to just being ready, to Maria being so helpful, Robert, doing the consultation, getting me familiar with what to expect and everything. And then the setup with Kabemba at the hospital, and them taking me in and doing their thing. And then, coming to in the hospital, they just make you take a shower and get ready to go. And then you're discharged, and you are then followed up with who I had, John and Molly, who were absolutely amazing. They were just so knowledgeable and so caring, and all they care about is your recovery and making sure that you focus on yourself, and that's the most important thing. And as I started this video, the basis of any addiction and the key is that you're doing it for you and you only. Granted, there's always other stuff in the background, but if you don't want it for yourself, no one can force you to do it, or you're not going to want to do it. Because if you don't want to do it, no one's going to want to do it for you. Because it is work. It's still work, but you feel good doing the work. You're not miserable all the time. And so I just felt that this is 100% real, true testimonial from someone who didn't think it was possible to just get off opiates in 6 hours. Like, how ridiculous does that sound? But what Dr. Waismann and his team have and are working for is incredible. I would stand up for it anytime, anywhere, because it 100% works. I'm living proof of that. No cravings, no thoughts of going back ever. In fact, if anything, it's just like, what a waste of time. But they teach you it is what it is. You just work on yourself and move forward. Just trying to remember if there's anything else. I just thank you to ANR. Thank you to everybody who helped me through from admission to follow up. Everyone has been amazing. I got my life back. I enjoy every day. The freedom. That's the one thing I didn't say anything about. Freedom. The freedom of waking up and just being able to do whatever you want with no constraints is a very odd feeling after not having it for so long. It's the best, and being able to lay in bed without having legs moving, restless legs, muscle twitches. It's a whole new life, and just so thankful I did that search that day, and ANR was the one that popped up, because there's no price too high to get what they provide and what you get out of it, because everyone's afraid of the withdrawals, and with ANR, most of that is gone. It's just the procedure, get it out of your body, start recovering, and it's amazing. So thank you all. It was a pleasure, and if there's ever anything else, I'll be more than happy to stand up for ANR, because they are life-changing. So thank you.